The financial markets are broadly divided into two types. They are money market and capital market. Okay. The capital market, it consists of primary market and secondary market. In primary market, the companies issues shares to mobilize funds. In primary market, the companies issues the shares to mobilize their funds. And in secondary market, the issued and listed shares are traded. So where the primary market issues shares, then these are the here they are traded. The primary function of secondary market is to provide liquidity to investments. So liquidity ni investment laga provide చేస్తుంది. Okay, it provides liquidity to investment. The participants in stock exchanges include both investors and speculators. Here, so what is the meaning here today? Already we will discuss about the money market. Now today we are discussing about capital market. What is capital market? A market where individuals invest for a longer duration, that is more than 1 year. It is called as capital market. Individuals, and in a capital market, various financial institutions raise money from individuals and invest it for a longer period. So many financial institutions raises their money from individuals and they invest it for a longer period. Okay. So it may be described as an organized mechanism for effective and efficient transfer of financial resources. So it is a effective and efficient transfer of financial resources from investing parties. Those are individuals or institutional savers or entrepreneurs, any other. Okay. The capital market is generally understood as a market for it is for long-term funds. It provides various options to raise long-term debt and equity finance. So it provides a long-term debt and equity finance for the government and the corporate sector in the government and corporate sectors in the primary market. So the secondary market segment of the capital market provides the liquidity feature to debt and equity instruments by facilitating active trading in them. So they facilitate the equity instruments in trading. According to Goldsmith, the capital market has two modern economy basic functions. Two basic functions they are first the allocation of savings among users and investment. First function is it allocates the savings among the users and it invests investment. And the second is it facilitates of transfer of existing assets and they are tangible or intangible among individual economic units. So it facilitates the transfer of existing assets. Existing assets ni transfer చేస్తుంది అన్నమాట. Okay. And according to H.T. Parikh, the capital market as a market for all the financial instruments that is short term or long term as also commercial, industrial and government paper. So what is capital market? Here the capital market the instruments they are short term or long term any other they are commercial and industrial and also they are government papers ante securities bonds shares they are the government papers. Okay. And here according to grants one other definition is there the capital market comprises of a series of channels through which the savings of the community are made available for industrial and commercial enterprises. For public authorities and it not only the system by which the public take up long-term securities directly or they are not taking up long-term securities directly or through intermediaries. And here is the responsibility for short term and medium term lending institutions. Okay. So here is some future. The capital market has listed as some futures. Capital markets provide for channelization of savings made by the individuals and institutions. It provides channelization of savings. Savings ni సేవింగ్స్ కి ఒక ఛానలైజేషన్ ని ప్రొవైడ్ చేస్తుంది అనమాట అండ్ మేబీ దే ఆర్ ఫ్రమ్ ఇండివిజువల్స్ ఆర్ ఎనీ అదర్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూషన్స్ ఓకే ఇట్ ప్రొవైడ్స్ ఫర్ ద అలొకేషన్ ఆఫ్ రిసోర్సెస్ టు ఇండస్ట్రియల్ and commercial enterprises and public authorities who are in need of funds. Those who are in need of funds, it provides allocation of resources. Those they are industrial or commercial or any other enterprises, okay, or any other public authorities. Capital markets deal in both long term and short term instruments through which funds are mobilized and allocated. So it deals in long term capital market and short term instruments. And both tangible and intangible financial instruments are used in the capital markets. Here, tangible assets and intangible assets also. This type of financial instruments are also used in this capital market. And the capital markets are also include an elaborate network of institutions for the smooth dealings in lending and borrowing transactions. So for the transactions, for lending and borrowing, it has smooth dealings. It elaborates their networks. And what is the structure of capital market? The Indian capital market can be broadly divided into two types. They are organized and unorganized segments. Here, the organized segment consists of the capital market and the money market. So the organized sector consists of two types. They are capital market and money market. Then the unorganized segment consists of informal players such as money lenders and indigenous bankers, etc. Unorganized segment means there is no under statutory regulations, there is no rules and regulations for RBI. That is unorganized sector. Here the unorganized segment consists of informal players. Here there is no formal rules and regulations. They are informal. Okay. Those who are running chits or some small finance lenders are there, no? They are the unorganized sector. They are comes under the unorganized sector. Capital market deals in long-term funds such as equity capital and debentures. Here, while money market deals in short-term funds such as treasury bills, here capital market deals in long-term funds. They are equity capital and debentures. But here, money market it deals about short-term funds. They are treasury bills, short-term money, commercial paper, commercial bills, etc. Okay. So the capital market is further again divided into two types. They are primary market and the secondary market. Here, in primary market, the companies issues shares and other financial instruments. Okay. Here in the primary market, the companies issues shares and other financial instruments for mobilizing resources. They mobilize the resources and the issued and listed shares. Here, when where the primary market is issued and listed the shares, then they are the traded in secondary market, which are also called as stock exchange. They are also called as stock exchanges when the primary market is issues. Okay, and the organized segment of the financial markets is regulated by SEBI, that is Security Exchange Board of India, and RBI, Reserve Bank of India. And the unorganized segment is outside the purview of the government. There is no under rules and regulations and RBI regulations. When we discuss business finance as a subject, it is the financial markets which plays an important role in meeting financial requirements of business. Okay. Now, classification of financial markets here. So these financial markets are divided into two types. They are unorganized market and organized market. Here, again, unorganized market. Organized market again divided into two types. They are capital market and money market. Again, this capital market is divided into two types. They are primary markets, secondary markets. Here, under the unorganized sector, who will comes under unorganized market? Money lenders, indigenous bankers, etc. So now, what, now what is the difference between money market and capital market? So what is the difference? A market where short-term securities are traded is known as money market. Okay. What is short-term market here? The difference is where short-term securities are traded in is known as money market. Then where long-term securities are traded is known as capital market. And so redemption of money market instruments is done within 1 year. Here, the money market instruments redemption is done within 1 year only. But the capital market instruments have life of more than 1 year, and some of them are perpetual in nature. So it has life. Okay. The instruments traded in the money market carry low risk. So in the money market there is low risk, but in the capital market instruments how they are high risk bonds and shares. And liquidity is high in money market, but in case of capital market the liquidity is comparatively less. Compared to money market, the liquidity in the capital market is very less. And the money market structure is defined by instruments that are dealt in the money market such as call money market, commercial bills market, etc. They are not formally organized, but in capital market it is well organized sub-markets as primary and secondary. In the capital market there is well organized sub-markets are there. They are primary market and secondary market. And the money market fulfill short-term credit requirements of the companies such as working capital, while the capital market fulfill the long-term fund requirements of companies such as buying land and buildings, machinery, etc. So they fulfill capital markets fulfill the long-term fund requirements. And the major institutions in the money market include the Reserve Bank, commercial banks, and the non-banking financial institutions, and discount and acceptance houses. Here, these are the money market institutions. And the major institutions in the capital market are stock exchanges, commercial banks, and non-banking institutions. Okay. Money market returns are very lesser when compared to returns on capital market instruments. Okay, ma'am? So now we'll discuss about the objectives. What are the objectives of capital market? Okay. So the capital market plays an important role in the economic development of the country. It plays a very, very important role in the country. It provides a platform for companies which are in need of long-term funds to meet the investors who have surplus to invest. So it provides a platform for companies which are in need. Those who are need for funds, it provides a platform for that companies. And companies and institutions offer a variety of financial instruments. So they offer a variety financial instruments like shares, debentures, stocks to the investors through the primary market. In the capital market is also divided into two types. Na? They are primary market and secondary market. So these capital market companies are offer a variety of financial instruments through the primary market. They are shares, debentures. They also provide for liquidity of investments through the secondary market, which helps us for valuation of instruments. So what are the objectives of capital market? Help in the mobilizing of savings and capital formation in the economy. So they help in the mobilization of savings and capital formation in the economy. And for they provide a number of institutions which helps in effective mobilization of savings. So they provide a number of institutions and also they offer a variety of investment options. And it generally deals with long-term securities. The primary capital markets are deals with long-term securities. Huh? They provide capital flows from investor to borrowers. Okay, to make the investments marketable and assign the liquidity future to investment in bonds and equities through the trading facility in the secondary market. So and to develop a number of technical and financial services. So they develop number of technical and financial services which are very essential for entrepreneurship in the country, which are very essential for entrepreneurship in our country. They develop technical and financial services now. And to serve as a guide to understand the performance of the corporate sector. So it acts as a guide. What is the performance of corporate sector? And they help in selection of investments and channelization of investments into the most profitable areas. So they help in the selection of investments which are profitable areas. Those they are profitable areas where we invest the money. They help about the selection. And to provide the latest and a variety of financial services for risk assessment, and they provide a variety of financial services. What is risk assessment? What is risk insurance? And which helps in broadening and deepening the financial system in the country. So, which is helps us in broadening and deepening the financial system. So, it to facilitate the flow of international investments by providing world class facilities in financial intermediation. So, it facilitates the international investments, flow of international investments by providing world class facilities. Okay, and it functions through a number of intermediaries such as banks, merchant bankers, brokers, underwriters, mutual funds, etc. They serve as links between investors and borrowers. So how they serve? They serve. They bridge as a financial systems. Already we discussed about the financial systems. They act like a bridge between investors and borrowers. Okay. So, and it deals in many types of financial instruments. They include equity shares, different types of financial instruments. They are equity shares, preference shares, debentures, bonds, and these are all known as securities. It is a reason that capital market is known as securities market. So here these shares are also called securities. That's why this primary capital market is also known as securities market. Okay, all operations in the new issues and existing securities occur in the capital market. There which are new issues market securities and existing securities, all operations type occur in this capital market. Okay, the constituents in the capital market include individuals and institutions. Here, who are the players here? Individuals and at the same time institutions also, financial institutions also players in the capital market. And they include individuals, investors, investment and trust companies, banks, stock exchanges, specialized financial institutions, etc. These are all the constituents in the capital market. Okay. What are the functions? So it mobilizes the and conversion of savings into long-term investments. So it mobilizes long-term savings for financing long-term investments. Okay. And it provides an opportunity to trade in securities. It provides a risk capital in the form of equity and also quasi equity to entrepreneurs. Okay. It provides a risk capital and it provides liquidity with a mechanism by enabling them investor to sell financial assets. Okay. And valuation of financial instruments like shares and debentures on a quick and regular basis. It evaluates the financial instruments like shares and debentures quick and very regular basis now. It improves the efficiency of capital allocation through a competitive pricing mechanism. So it improves the efficiency of capital allocation and it provides large values of financial transactions at a minimal cost. So it provides large value of financial transactions with minimum price now, which cost is very less here. So effective dissemination of information at low cost. It gives a effective dissemination information at low cost. The cost is very less here. Disseminate information efficiently for enabling participants. For, for what purpose? To develop an informed opinion about investment or disinvestment or reinvestment. They want to invest or they want to disinvest or they want to reinvest in the process. That gives a proper information, effective information. And it results in wider distribution and holding of productive capital. Okay. It provides insurance against market risk through derivative trading and default risk through investment protection fund. Okay. It provides insurance against here market risk and it provides for regulated and orderly procedures for financial dealings and settlements. Proper procedures. It provides proper procedures for financial dealings and settlements. And it offers innovative products for risk hedging such as options and futures. Okay. And it allocates of capital on competitive price mechanism. And also it provides operational efficiency through simplified transaction procedures. It simplifies the transaction procedures and lowering settlement times. The settlement of the time is it decreases the settlement time and lowering transaction cost and also it decreases the transaction cost and it enables quick valuation of instruments, both equity and debt shares. Okay, equity shares and debt shares. It develops integration among debt and financial sectors and also equity and debt instruments and long-term and short-term funds. And it directs the flow of funds into efficient channels through investment and disinvestment and also at the same time reinvestment. And who are the players or participants in primary market or capital market? Here, the merchant bankers. In attracting public money to capital issues, merchant bankers play a vital role. They act as issue managers, lead managers, or co-managers. So these merchant bankers play an important role in this capital market and registers to the issues who are issuing the or underwriting the management. They are appointed by the company in consultation with the merchant bankers to the issue. Okay, issues bonds, shares, and other securities. They also play in this capital market. And bankers. Some commercial banks act as a collecting agents and some acts as a coordinating bankers. So here some commercial banks act as a agents or some other act like a coordinating bankers. Some bankers act as a merchant bankers and some are brokers. So many banks are like to act like as a brokers or merchant bankers or agents or coordinating bankers. They play an important role in transfer and transmission and safe custody of funds. They provide safety for the funds and brokers. Here, who are brokers here? They act as intermediaries in purchase and sale of securities in the primary market and secondary market. So these brokers play an intermediaries. They act like between purchase and sale of securities. And they have a network of sub-brokers spread throughout the length and breadth of the country. So they have some network between throughout the country now. Okay. Underwrites. Generally, investment bankers acts as underwrites. Who are acts as underwrites? My investment bankers. They agree to take a specified number of shares or debentures offered to the public. They take number of specified number of shares and debentures for offering the public. And if the issue is not fully subscribed by the public, the underwrites may be financial institutions, banks, mutual funds, brokers, etc. If the these shares are not fulfilled with the public, then the underwrites financial institutions, banks, mutual funds, etc. They underwrite these funds. Okay. Did you understand my words?